Great. You look good. There we go. Okay, Charmaine, what are you singing for us today?
I will sing two songs, Zweifling by Strauss and A Dream by Rachmaninoff.
Ta-da! Okay, do you need this music stand then?
Not really.
Great, I'm going to move it out of the way then. So what are you going to start with?
Yes, please. Ja, du weißt es, meine Seele, dass ich fern von dir mich wähne, lebe manche Herzen krank. Habe Dank, einzige Freiheit sicher, hoch die Name des Entwecker, und das segnet es den Krank. Habe Dank. Und beschwor so lange Bösen, bis ich, was ich nie gewesen, heilig, heilig ans Herz ersank. Habe Dank.
Good. Roaring audience. Good job, Charmaine. Well done. It's a big song. Yeah. Okay, how does it feel to do it with piano?
Feels good.
Yes,
Feels
I
good.
bet. Have you ever done it with piano before?
I've done it with a track before, but
Well, that's
not
not
with a
the
live
same.
pianist. Not the same. No, it's
That
not.
is not the same. Okay. Yeah. What does it feel like to be in that space right there?
It feels so good. Like I
Yeah.
feel like I'm one with the pianist, which is great. Like it's just like I feel like it's like two people in this performance and not one person trying to just like go like is this pianist gonna come in? No, no,
Yeah,
no.
exactly.
With a track, like even if the track is good, it's not the same, and it feels like it feels different when you're like performing with a robot. It feels robotic. So
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I mean, one of these days, someone's going to invent some sort of software that's going to listen to our breaths and all that kind of thing, but that's a ways off yet. And it still will not work as well as this works. What does it feel like from a purely technical level, singing technical level, when you hear and feel all that vibration coming behind you? What does it do to you?
I don't want to say the good word good over again, but it feels good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels well, it feels that there are two people in this performance and not one, and it just feels so good.
Yeah, and it's you feel, if I may put words in your mouth, supported,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And that helps you actually feel more grounded. And if we want to use the word support for our breath and our connection,
Yes.
that is, it definitely gives you that sensation, especially in a song like this, where there's all that like whoosh, whoosh, swung that like takes you, and you just, it's just like you just ride the wave. You just get on and you just go.
Yeah.
It's such a great, and we all know, I'm assuming, we all know what it feels like to sing something like this with a pianist who doesn't know what they're doing, and they're waiting for you and you're waiting for them, and this kind of like that stumble effect.
Yeah.
And that's not fun either, but this has that like I mean, it's basically a big old piano solo. You just come along for the ride. Yeah, it feels good, right? And especially when you get the bass notes. Yeah, yes, right? It just helps you feel like you're grounded and you're in it and you don't ever feel like you need to kind of reach or go on top. That's what that's well, there's a lot of unfortunate things about this time right now, but that is one of them. Okay, good. Now, hey, anyone have anything they want to say? Good voice, big voice. What? Pavlina, we had to put this on your list. This is great for you. Absolutely. We might. Yeah. Good. Anyone at home, just unmute and.
I just wanted to say, Charmaine, it's been since like you said, like 2017 since I heard you, and your voice has it's gotten so much brighter and so much smoother. It's so beautiful. So nice to hear you again.
Thank you.
Yeah. Brighter. Brighter is good in a lot of cases, especially with a voice like yours. I bet that 3 years ago you were too dark.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, good. Okay. Now, what about I would love if you could just surrender to the flow of air the way Nina surrenders to the flow of the music, if that makes sense. Nina's like, fooled ya. Right? But I feel like you are saving air somehow.
Oh, yes.
No.
That's something I am continuously working on. Like, I'm a chipmunk who likes to store nuts, but really it's not. It's about yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. What are you saving the air for?
Well, I mean, like,
Well, what good is it to you if you're storing it?
nothing.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay, so what's the worst that could happen when we're trying it?
Run out of air.
You could run out of air. Who cares?
Okay.
Okay? Right now that doesn't matter. Okay? All right. So, can you sing? Let's start this off from the beginning. I want you to sing this like it's a sigh. So rather than ja, du weißt, I went ja, du weißt es. If you don't even sing all the text, I don't care.
Okay.
I want you to go. It's going to feel really stupid.
Okay.
Let yourself feel stupid. Okay, good. Good. Let's try it again. Let's take out the words altogether. Just ah.
Okay.
Oh, like it's kind of breathy. Breathy. Good. Okay, let's just look at that now. Try it. Oh my gosh. Can you do that again? Try that again.
Okay.
Pavlina, what is that? Isn't that beautiful? Okay, try it again.
Okay.
We'll talk about it in a second. Try it like 3 more times. Just that. just a minute. You get to talk in a minute. Anyone at home?
The vibrato was just like there. You didn't have to think about it or make it happen. It just was there and natural and so gorgeous.
That's the main thing, right? Yeah. Anyone else?
Along those same lines, it just felt like there was less pushing of the air. So like it was, you let it be free, but you didn't have to, in order to do that, you weren't pushing it to get it there.
Hallelujah. That's the sound we like. It's really smooth, says Pavlina. Yeah. Jasmine, you were going to say something? Soft, like pianissimo, so like warm and soft. Okay, now you get to talk.
Okay.
What do you think? What does that feel like? You're not doing anything?
Yeah, it feels like that.
Well, go have a Zoom coffee with Pavlina and you guys can discuss. It should feel like I'm working. No, it should feel like you're just whoosh, sailing through this. That was beautiful. Okay, let's go back to the beginning.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So actually, with Pavlina, we sort of stuck on the idea, and just don't judge me for saying this, but the image that you get when you think of talking like a dumb blonde.
Oh yes.
Okay, I do not mean that in any kind of way, but we all have that sort of idea. What that sounds like in our heads.
Yeah.
Okay, here's Zuwagnung, sung by Charmaine. Here we go. Just vowels, okay?
Okay.
Keep going. Hair's still moving even though you're not singing. Here we go. Okay, let's stop there. Sorry, Nina. That sucks. Okay, so when you started getting a little bit anxious, you started floating up on your toes.
Yeah.
The only way to catch the wave on your surfboard is to do this.
Okay.
That is the only way it works. It doesn't, I mean, I wouldn't know. I've never surfed, but I got one terrible, terrible injury for which I still have a scar from windsurfing one time in my life, and I never did it again. Okay, so it's just that, yeah, you gotta get anchored. You have to be kind of in the balls of your feet. Do not let yourself go in your heels. What happens if you go back on your heels? Feel that right there, right? You lock up. Oh, balls of your feet, low. Yep. Okay, where did we stop? Just before, but we gotta go back. How about Unterbeschwörst? Okay. Let's hear what happens before it so that you can come in on the same kind of wave. Can you give us a few bars? Yeah. Feel this. Here we go. So, sigh. Sighing. Keep soaring. Here we go. voice high. Get low. Good job. Yeah. A voice like yours, a voice like anybody's really, but you need that. It helps prevent you from doing that weird stuff. Oh, can't see it in the wind like that, which I do all the time. Oh, and I see myself when I'm uploading these videos, and I'm like, why am I standing like that? It drives me crazy. No wonder my back hurts all the time. Right, this. Get your tailbone low. And yeah, it's a lot harder to do if your knees, no, it's harder to bend the spine backwards if your knees are bent. So if your knees are bent and you're feeling the strength through here, you're more likely to have your pelvis in the right spot, which means you can breathe, which means the air can flow. Okay, let's just do that last section again. This plus sighing.
Okay.
Sighing. Gentle, gentle. Okay, here we go. Bend your knees. Keep it going. Yes. Yes, that was a great ending. And then you just sort of let it go that way rather than and like squeezing your throat shut or blocking the air all of a sudden. Just stop singing. Oh my gosh, Charmaine. I mean, I don't know if you guys can hear that there. You can hear it here for sure, but oh my gosh. That's like fantastic sound. Really, really, really great. What does that feel like?
It feels better when it feels like it feels more effortless like this time around than the first time around, which feels great.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm getting the sound out and I don't have to like do this to myself to do
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to beat yourself up. Singing is supposed to be fun. And it's supposed to feel good.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to make us feel good. And when it's so hard, when it's such hard work, then, we don't want to see a singer working hard. I don't want to hear a piece. I'm working on a piece right now, and I was like, all people are going to think is, wow, that was hard. Because it's really hard, and I can only think in intervals. I can't think of anything else because it's so weird. I'm like, well, that's not the point. I don't want people to go, well, that was hard. I want to go, wow, that was like weird and cool and just way out there and good job. Like, that's what I want people to say, but not, oh, weird, hard, good for you. It's not what I want, right? So I don't want to work so hard. I want to have it seem effortless. So it's just a matter of saying thank you to all the muscles that are trying to do so much, especially for you right there, I think. Yeah. Okay. And just saying, hey, come on down here. Right there. Go to my back. Feel that. Get those ribs to open. You guys know what I'm talking about. They know. You all know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah. I think the sighing for you, that image of the sound of that, and being okay with the sound to you in your ear sounding breathy, insignificant, pale, breathy, like we talked about that, hooty, like an owl, like the dumb blonde. Yes, we really do want that sensation. Okay. Okay, do you want to try adding text? Okay. I wonder if Shinru's coming today. Oh, okay. 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 I was just wondering how much time we can spend. Okay, so let's try it with text now. Okay, so now just because we're adding consonants doesn't mean that that's going to stop the air. You're just going to have an articulator kind of get in the way for a minute, but the air is going to keep moving. Keep moving. Sighing. And if something doesn't come out exactly right, it doesn't matter right now. It's okay. Stay on your feet. Okay, let's do that much again.
Okay.
Stay on your feet.
Yes.
I know the temptation. I know it to do that.
Yes.
Yeah, you can, but you still, okay, so I did say before balls of your feet.
Yeah.
That, but it's certainly not with your heels up.
Yeah.
That's still, so you can still have like that sense of, oh, I can still rock back and forth. I can go side to side, which means you are going to end up putting weight in your heels sometimes, but you don't want to be like stuck in that position. You certainly do not want to be on your toes. Oh, you are allowed to kick my butt when you see me do that when I'm singing, okay? Get off your toes, get your heels down, because I do it all the time. Okay? You guys can totally kick me when I have bad technique, okay? I give you permission.
Right up on stage.
Stop it! You're singing badly. Okay, so really low. And I would say to you, your knees are okay, right?
Yeah.
You want to have them just slightly flexed all the time.
Okay.
If you go into lock knee position, it's really hard to get out of it.
Yeah.
Just soft knees,
Okay.
which means you're gonna be strong through here. You have to line up. Okay, let's try it again. It's great. Oh, yeah. Yes.
Perfectly balanced between like the heel and then like the joint, like where your toes join your foot here.
3 points.
Fully balanced between all three of those.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know if you guys could see that, but if you think about like a three-legged table, so you have one point at your heel, toe, big toe, like at the joint of your big toe, and then over on the side. That's like you can feel quite balanced when you think that you're connected at those 3 points.
Okay.
And you're not nailed to the floor.
Okay.
Ever. You can always move. Okay.
Okay.
Get your pelvis under you. Yes. Spin that air. Sigh. Sigh. Good. Let it be breathy. Here's the wind spinning. Great. That last note was fantastic. Totally beautiful. Look at my face. Thank you. Okay. What do I want to look at? Okay. Can we do? I want you to float it up. Just that. Okay, now can you enter into that sound without disturbing the lake?
Okay.
Chocolate peanut butter, my absolute favorite. Try again. Good. Can you open up the I? Feel tall and really spacious in that top palate. Good. So how would Julia Child say this? Hello. Welcome to cooking French cooking. Darin de Bösen.
Darin de Bösen.
Yeah. Try that again.
Darin de Bösen.
Now try sort of speaking it on pitch. Darin de Bösen.
Darin de Bösen.
Too singy.
Darin de Bösen.
Yes, but we're still going to speak it, but we're going to speak on pitch. Darin de Bösen.
Darin de Bösen.
That sounds beautiful to me. Try again.
Darin de Bösen.
One more time.
Darin de Bösen.
No, just edge it into singing. Just.
Darin de Bösen.
Oh. Yes. Do that again. No, make it happen a different way, a different time.
Darin de Bösen.
Even more sighing speaking.
Darin de Bösen.
Speak like Julia Child.
Will sich, muss ich nie gewesen.
Speak. Try to do that again.
Will sich, muss ich nie gewesen.
Now just pitch it over into singing.
Will sich, muss ich nie gewesen.
Gorgeous. Okay, try again.
Will sich, muss ich nie gewesen.
Are we there? Oh, okay. Now, same thing. Hailey. Two singing.
Okay.
Yeah, try again. Again. Singing. Tiny bit. Amazing. Your voice is loud enough. Your voice is big enough. Your sound is big enough. You do not need to prove anything to anyone that you have a big voice. We know it from the second we hear it. Like, oh, okay, here's a big voice. Yep, here we go. You don't need to prove anything else. What you need to prove is that I have a big voice, but I can sing pianissimo.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what you need to do. And pianissimo on full voice, like with a sound like that, oh, it's so thrilling. Yes. It shouldn't feel more than that, to be honest. Yes, sure, at the end of Tristan, you're going to be like, oh, I need a sandwich. But here and here is you should be tired. But not here. Yeah, here your body will be tired, but not your voice and not your ribs, not your little solar plexus. Mm-mm. Okay, this is great. Okay, is that an A? Okay. Can you feel how easy that is?
Yeah.
There's no lock and ready, go. High note. No. Try again. So Pavlina and I talk a lot about, rather than thinking about crescendo or forte, rather about the idea of blossoming.
Okay.
So a blossom doesn't open, well, most blossoms don't open straight out in your face, right? They open that way.
Yes.
So if you were a lily, it grows this way, not the ones that curve over, but the ones that go straight up.
Yes.
Nice little bud like this, and then they go. That's what we want. My lilies are starred. No, not my lilies, but my tulips are all coming up, and I'm very excited. No, I'm ordering lilies. The catalogs are all over the house. Okay, I have a bit of a problem. Okay, so let's start. What's the section before that? Und beschworst. Okay, so, sing, but just barely sing.
Und beschworst
Just blossom into it. Don't disturb the water. Yes, and if that ever was a lily opening, open. So good. Okay, let's hear the other song.
Okay.
Beautiful. Yay. Gorgeous. Wow. Well, how much were you thinking about the stuff we just did?
Like a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
I could tell.
Thank you.
I could tell. All right. Hey, Anastasia, got anything to say? Help us out.
Well, I think that's a good rap for you for absolutely because well, when you sing Rachmaninoff, you kind of want to make it bigger. But here, just because the piano part is always so huge and it attracts so much attention, and you kind of try to, I'm also here, I'm here. So I think what you work before, it kind of goes really well here. I would go further with the legato line, like just making it like one with no falling downs in the first part. Like, but it was much better. So it's basically what you were doing in the first song, like just this sigh feeling. Goes nice, yeah.
Is there anything that stands out in the Russian that bugs you?
The most important, so it's not zon, but son. The S is important.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. But you know what? I can just record it after just the pronunciation for you if you want. But I understand everything, and well, but I know the song really well as well. So yeah, it's good. It's you too.
Yay. See? It helps to have friends who speak Russian and Czech and Chinese and everything. They can help you out. It's great. Good. Anyone else have anything they want to pipe in? It's really good. Okay. So let's go back to just singing on vowels. Let's dig into that legato and find out. So Anastasia is right in this kind of rep. So, well, Jocelyn and I had a little chat the other day about your recital, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, it's all so big," right? So yeah, you need places. You need when you're planning your rep to have some things that are kind of holiday for you. So, maybe these songs are a holiday for you. If you're singing on that sighing breathing, if you're singing with that a lot of effort, you're going to feel like they're a lot of effort. And you're going to wonder by minute 45, why did I choose all this really hard repertoire? Why didn't I choose something easier? Yeah, okay. So that means you're totally allowed to throw in like, Amazing Grace or some, really, not that that's an easy song, but something simple, absolutely, in the middle of a recital to kind of give yourself a holiday. And your listeners, because a whole hour of like really lush stuff is actually kind of like, it's after a while it just sort of washes over you. And sometimes you just need like a cleanser, a little Mozart, a little Debussy. Not that Debussy is a cleanser, but it's a different thing, right? Okay, so what would it feel like to just sigh your way through this whole thing and really find your way into that legato, even though it's a really warm, luxurious sound in the piano all the time? I think most of the time, because there's all these, you think it's going to be major things, and then all of a sudden there's these little flats that show up, and it's kind of throws you off balance a little bit. Let's go back to the beginning and just see if you can really find that sense of just, I don't know. It's like it's the lace on top of the dress, the voice part. Here's the velvet, you're the lace. Okay. I don't know why I just said that. It's because you have lace on your sleeves. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, look at that. See, that's different than. Mm-mm. A little too much. Just, what am I trying to say here? Just allow the sound to happen and don't add any extras to it. Okay. It's like, here's a meringue pie, and now I'm going to put Smarties on top of it. Gross. No, just be the pie. Okay, and now you were a pie without any topping. Okay. There was no meringue. Come on. Okay, here we go. Yes. Do it again. Try again. Oh, Charmaine, that is okay. Pavlina, what does that? Yes.
Should be like forte pianissimo, So I'm practicing that a lot still again. But the body needs to needs a little bit more time, because I was doing all the time, instead of opposite way. Yeah.
Yes. Of course the body takes time to understand it. And when it's ready, it's ready. And when it's not, it's not. But you have to do a lot of brain work. It's great. Could you guys hear that? What Pavlina was saying? Yes? Okay, kind of. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, you just have to, yeah. Yeah. So Pavlina's saying she just has to feel like she just barely touches the high notes. Otherwise, it's too like heroic, too much muscle. Yeah, and it is enough. Yes. Great. Okay, let's go from the beginning again. Same thing. Sigh, 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 sigh. You are enough. Oh, that sounds so. Give it away. Yeah, so and you just have to like open your hand and give it over because it's not your line anymore. Sorry, you're done. It's like a quarter note.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter if you hold it like slightly over or something, but just recognize that it is up to you to say, and now you. It's not, you're separate. Yeah, there's yeah. Yeah, even if you're still saying, oh, da dee da da, you can still just know that it's not you. Okay, so let's get into that. Let's do that little high note thing at the end, because this is tricky. End of the phrase, it says fortissimo, and then it goes up from E flat to G at the very end of the phrase. We need we need words that start with FF that mean fortissimo but don't mean forced. Free.
Flexible.
Freely flexible? Yeah. Sure. Okay. FF stands for freely flexible. Okay. Not for fiery forced. Okay. Freely flexible. Okay. Here's that lily. If ever it was here, there it is. There it is right there on that bar. Okay. So let's go from the 2 bars before that. Do you know where we are?
Where are we? Oh, yes, that one.
Mm-hmm. Good. Okay. So I feel like you do want more on that. Get it settled. It's not in the throat. No. So think UH right down here. So that your throat doesn't try to do something else. I mean, it's already kind of a schwa vowel anyway. So yeah. Okay, let's try it again. That was pretty good. So now let's see if we can do it with the sense of, okay, the blossoming is still happening when you just let it go.
Okay.
And it goes. Okay, let's try it. You got it. Release. Tuck your pelvis under. There we go. Okay. Good. Oh, Sarah said something great yesterday in her lesson. I told her I was going to steal it. Shameless. She said, "Oh, I get this idea that the feeling under these ribs, when it's right, is like two magnets opposing forces. There's like this like energy there. There's certainly not like, when you have two earth magnets and you can't pry them apart. They're the opposite way, and they have like this energy between them, and they can move things, right? So I don't know if that image like does anything for you. I liked that, so I told her I was going to steal it. Thank you, Sarah. You always give me ideas, and I always steal them. Okay, let's try it again. So just sing on Good. Okay, sigh it one time. Okay, I want a little bit more width, I think, in the soft palate. So like, yep, try again. Okay. Do that again. No, too tight. Did you hear it? Whoa, 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 whoa. The vibrato went like that. Yeah. Okay, try again. One more time. Good. Now what happens if you just add a little bit of shimmer to that top note? So you're going to sigh up. That was not a good example. Okay, sigh up first. Sigh up first. No weight, no heaviness here.
Oh, my tongue went back.
Yeah, tongue's another little bit of culprit for support, right? Okay, so let's sigh up first. Get into the sigh, and only when you're in the sigh do you get to go whoop and let it shimmer. I have been practicing. I will just let you know. It doesn't sound like it. Okay. Good. You get it? And you're like, good, I got it. Hang on.
Yes, that sounds
Good, I got it. Float. Better. Yeah, you just got to jump off the cliff onto the eagle's back.
Okay.
And away you go. Okay, try again. That's it.
Yay.
I don't know what we're singing anymore. That was. How does it actually go? I like that though. Okay, so. Throw yourself off the cliff. Okay. Abandon. Yeah.
Yay.
Do you know the difference? Can you feel it?
Letting go versus holding on.
Letting go where?
Okay.
In your brain?
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would guess in the larynx, like instead of like just letting the vocal folds go, instead of going.
Hold on to your life. It's
Yeah.
high note. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a high note.
Mm.
I bet you sing a lot higher than this in your lessons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's a sense of like the wholeness of the body being involved. So I've said this before that when I get up into the top of the voice, like C's and D's, it actually kind of feels more like chest voice because this is this is really active. Like it just has a sensation of like the base of the neck is really wide. The larynx is not involved at all. And there's this sense of like, like even like right up to my armpits is involved. It's not just this, it's all of it.
Okay.
Shoulder blades too.
Okay.
360 degrees. Okay. Good. UH. Better. Okay. There it is. That's it. Try again. Just that. Good. And then let it be free the whole time. There we go. Oh, that's sounding good. Yeah, it gets that like point in the sound. Okay, where are we? Can we go from the top of the page?
Okay. What's the top? Oh yes.
So Nina, wherever. Just bar before maybe. Yay. Oh my gosh. So good. Think of those high notes and those releases like you're tossing flower petals or something this way. There's no kicking or hammering or punching. Yeah. I know. As Rena would say, well, then why do you do it? If you know, then why do you do it? Yeah. Yeah, and you just need to like, whether you're a person who has really vivid imagery, like all my crazy ideas, or you just need some kind of like physical response to it, you just have to add that into your creativity of practicing, right? So practicing isn't, well, my teacher told me to sing Da Mi Ni Po Tu 25 times. Well, yeah, but if you're not doing it your way, how you work, your mindful way of doing it, then what's the point? And again, that's part of all this process right now. How do I learn?
Right.
What kind of a learner am I? What kind of a personality am I? Because we don't always know that until we're old. Yeah. And I think for you, if you're thinking about, unlock this and unlock that, that works for some people, but I have this sneaking suspicion that for you, that's just...
Yeah, it just kind of causes more stress, and stress causes tension, and tension causes...
Yeah, you end up with more things. Yeah. And you end up with all these words of don't. Bad news, right? If instead you say, whatever works for you, or toss the flower petals, or open the flower, or whatever, then that has you have a positive idea of what that is. It's really great, Charmaine. So then you just need to put those, just think about that, releasing, sighing all the time in all your repertoire. I know it feels like you're not doing enough.
Can I add something?
Yes.
Sorry, I was trying to just if it helps also. So this song is actually well, it's not a song cycle, but still the one that I was working on. It is you sing that one right at the end of the song cycle between, so it's a pre-final song between two big pieces, like big songs, the very dramatic ones. And if you listen to the whole song cycle, so the song cycle has this idea of kind of like there is a lot of darkness. It was written for after the death of his friend, and there is always this major key throughout the cycle, if we can call it like that. But the idea is that this song is actually, it doesn't have to be heavy. It's just a short, flashy thing, kind of like a break, something very light in a way, before the final song that has this, like ending. And the words as well, if you look at the text, it's basically something, it's kind of a contemplation of your life, that I had this beautiful time and it was like wonderful, but I'm not even sure that it happened to me, so it's all this sigh and kind of very inspirational song. So just the way you sang that at the end, it just was exactly the mood, I think, that goes with this particular song. So just to know that if you look at that separately, sometimes you want to kind of add some weight into it, but there is no weight. It's all very, it's actually like a dream, some like thought, just a cloud that goes